My name's Daniel. I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites you to the Freedom Factory. On this episode, I'm going to teach you how to drill and measure for bolt patterns. Welcome back, everybody. On this episode, I'm going to teach you how to measure bolt patterns. We're going to use this throttle body as a stand-in measurement. We're going to measure all these bolt holes, lay them out on a piece of metal, and I'm going to show you how to do it quickly and easily. This is a great skill to have. You can use it for all sorts of things, engine mounts, brackets, you name it. Once I show you how to do it, it's going to apply to a lot of situations. So I'm going to teach you how to put this bolt pattern onto this plate if you wanted to drill the holes to be able to mount this to it. You're going to need a caliper. That's going to be very handy for this. This is just a digital Harbor Freight one. It's like 10, maybe 20 bucks. It's been a while since I've bought one. I paid 10 bucks. So this is super handy in measuring stuff. Let me show you how it's done. So if you don't know this little trick, you'll probably try and find the center on this one, and then find the center on this one, and you're gonna say, I don't know, maybe 71 or 72, something like that. But if you put this one on this edge and put the other one on the opposite, as long as these bolt holes are the right size, that's the key here, you'll be able to measure this, and it's right about 72. Same thing for this one, is if you measure it, we're going to be about 54 on this one. Now, one thing to note is this hole up here is bigger. So if we try and measure from here to here, we're going to get a funky measurement because it's not the same size. So it's not going to work out great. Make sure your holes are the same. You can measure it with the caliper. If you've never used one of these before, you can bring it in like that, stick it in the hole, and you can measure it that way. But make sure your bolt holes are close to the same size. They won't be perfect. And that's a handy way we can lay it out. So next we'll go over to our plate here and we'll start laying that out. So we have 54 by 72. So now for our next trick here, we're going to need to lay it out on here. If we look at this, we can tell it's just a square pattern. There's nothing weird about it. Most of the time, stuff like this is going to be square. They're going to keep things simple. So we need to lay it out on here. And just looking at this plate, this is not cut straight. It's not square. But I think these two edges are square. So I'm going to work off of these edges. So these bolt holes are about 9 millimeters. I'm working in millimeters because this is for 22RE. It's Japanese metric. It's just easier. Everything's set up that way. So 9 millimeters is roughly the bolt hole size. And then there's about 4.5 from here to the edge. So, and from the center to the edge is 4.5. So it's about 9 from the center of the bolt hole to the edge of this. So we're going to bring this to 9 millimeters. And I'll show you another handy trick. We'll get it pretty close. If it's not 100% perfect, then whatever. A little tiny bit off. All right, 902. We'll go with that. So we're at about 9 millimeters. Let me show you a trick here. So there is a little bit of primer or something on here. It just happens to be on here. It will still work if you don't have primer, but you can run this along the edge and it'll scratch it. And it'll leave a faint mark that you can work off of. And since this edge and this edge we're pretty sure is square, it'll keep everything square. So run this along. And then you have a nice little line there. You can also get die chem. That helps with this as well if you do end up doing this kind of stuff a lot. But you can do it with paint like this as well. So that gives you a nice center line for these two bolt holes on this side, and we're going to measure and do the same thing on the top. So I think for fun and to give you a little bonus, I'm going to account for this little bump out here, which will make things a little trickier. So you got to do a little math if it gets complicated over just that square thing. So I'll just show you real quick some tips here. So I have a flat edge here, it bumps out here, we're flat down here. So first thing we'll do is measure this total distance, which is roughly 82. And then we'll measure this total distance, which is roughly 85. So we can just minus those, and it'll get the difference between this edge and this edge right here, which is 3 millimeter. So we know this bump out will be 3 millimeter. So now all we need to get is this edge to the center of the bolt hole to know how far to go for our plate to measure that bolt edge. So if we measure, there is a little edge here. Remember, this hole's big, so we can't use it. There is a little edge here we can catch on and get a rough idea here. So that's roughly roughly 23. And then the bolt hole's 9 millimeters. So we're gonna minus 4.5. That gets us around 18.5. So the center line, and you can kind of visually check it just to verify you're doing it right. The visual center line is about here. So if you look, it is pretty darn close to center. So you know you're doing the right thing. And then we need to add 3 millimeter for that bump out. So that's 21.5. So we're gonna do 21.5 on here. So we'll be able to scribe it. I know we're doing math, but it's pretty easy if you just take it step by step. So you can hold it on here and kind of check. If we square it up like that, and you can also kind of guess on the middle here and just visually check it. It looks okay. So that's what we're gonna go with. So we're gonna take it now and we're gonna scribe just like we did for this one. It took a little bit to get that, but if you had a square edge, it would be pretty easy. I just wanted to give you something extra. We're here, why not? It's got it. All right, so it's a little sloppy, but I got a scribe line there. That'll get us in the ballpark. So now we need to take our measurements. That's the next step. All right, so since we measured off of the edge on both of these, we already have one hole right here that we can mark. I'm just gonna put a little dot for the moment, just so it's there. And then we're gonna measure, I've got 72, that's gonna be our first measurement. So we're gonna go from that dot, and then we're gonna use this line that we scribed as a guide, and we're gonna put another little dot right there. You can also put the tip in here too, and you could, if you can hold it steady enough, you can scribe it as well like that. So maybe I'll do both. So that's gonna be 1, and then we need to do 54 on the other one. So let's just make sure it's 0. Slowly go up to 54, or pretty close to it. We're not, the tolerances don't have to be perfect, so that 0.04 isn't gonna screw us up at all. For this anyway. So maybe I'll put it in here, scribe it, and give it a dot. So now you've got 3 of your 4 holes. We just need 1 more. So the easiest way to get that 4th bolt hole is going to be to take this. So we're going to set it 54. 54 is the measurement from here to here. We're going to put it on this little dot, and we're going to scribe an arc in it. Just like that. So we've scribed the 54 mark, and then we're going to do, next we're going to do the 72. We're going to do the same thing. and they're going to meet up, and that point will be square because the 2 points you measured off of are square. So that's going to make that square, and then you're going to have a perfect bolt pattern. So 72 is right here. So now we have X marks the spot. We can give it a little, oops, I missed a little bit. The scribe marks are pretty accurate. So now you've got a perfectly square bolt pattern. You can confirm it by measuring. So that's the 72. And if you do 54, and then I'll show you one other thing. We can do an X measurement. Come on. All right, close enough. So if you measure right here, 54, and then we can also do, if you go from this point to that point, it's going to be about, I guess, like 90.5, something like that. Let me see, try and get it close. We'll say about 90.5, and then it should be, if it's square, it should be roughly the same right here. Oh wait, here, it's up here, yep. Yep, right there. So 90.5 is perfect. So that's another way you can tell it's square, is do an X measurement. Just make sure everything's squared up. So now what you can do is punch each one of these holes and start drilling. So as you can see, it's a perfect match. So that works out awesome. Really easy way to do that. If you didn't know this going in, this is gonna save you a ton of time while you're building cool stuff. It took me a while to figure this out, and once I did, this really leveled up my fabrication skills a lot. So I'm glad I'm able to share that with you. It does take a little bit of basic math, but it's not too bad. Don't be afraid to write numbers down. That makes things easier too. And double check your math too. You can kind of measure, hold the caliper up and go, okay, yeah, that looks like I took a good measurement there. Stuff like that. So I hope that helped. I'm making a video every day until Cleetus invites you to the Freedom Factory. Here's a video right here on why I want to do that. And please like, comment, subscribe. I want to build more cool stuff. I have cool skills to do it, but I need money and I need to be monetized to be able to justify doing cool things and building cool stuff. So please help me out, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.